Welcome back. How's it going, Pigeon?
Better than yesterday morning.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. So today we will have Suwako-chan Cubic, which is a shooting game made by UTG Software, aka Lord and John, so John Software basically. And this is a very fun game to play that has actually a tutorial, despite how unique this is. Initially I submitted Lunatic because I just played it once and got it on my first shot, and then in practice I ended up with 5 lives, so I decided to go with the harder difficulty and got it very quickly, and during some practices I got 2 clears with 2 lives, so I think I will be upgrading for Ultra instead of Lunatic for the show, especially with how the Avoidance tournament went previously. Also I think I will just get the chat window, because otherwise I won't see anything on my end, which would be better. Yeah, so we'll be going for Ultra. If I don't clear, I have a safety replay, because not doing a 1cc will lock a section away. So I do have a safety replay to show those. And extra will be a bit different. It should be okay.
Right, go ahead and count it down whenever you're ready.
Yep, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I may be silent a little bit at the beginning because resource-wise it can be rough. Okay, I think I will just restart because I would like to at least not die in the first stage. That's a rough kind of section already to begin with. So yeah, this is Ultra, so it is a very difficult, like the penultimate difficulty of the game, which the ultimate is kind of rough to do, so we will not be doing this. And yeah, the opener is very charming, so there's no issue about this. I'll also be using my bounce when I can, because I would like to keep up my resources as much as I can. So you have a shield, so you don't lose a life automatically when you take a hit. You have a shield that's used, and if you don't have enough shield in time, you will have an autobomb that is used, so there's a lot of safety mechanics in this. The shield gradually slows throughout the time. The number actually gives how much it gives 1 million. So far we have the basis. 400 is always the base for any difficulty so far. Almost got it in the end. So there's mostly aiming stuff in the first stage, and a couple of kind of walls that exist. Right. Yes, okay. I went too late. Okay. Okay, we'll go with this. I think if I lose a life, it should be fine still. Grazing also helps regaining the shield as well, so... Yeah, I think I'll be losing a life here, so I hope this will go fine. I should be saving for the next section. This spell is pretty lengthy as well, so I should have a little bit of time, but we don't have a lot going on. Maybe I should time out this actually, because it's kind of pattern, but no. You also gain shield back with the star items, so thankfully another safety mechanic that is present. So we have Suwako, so a lot of spells that are kind of the side of echoing bouncy stuff all around. Okay, so no death so far, it's pretty good. Yep, we are continuing the avoidance tournament in some way. So I'm sad because I don't have full shield. So having full shield allows for when you take P items to grow in power. So I will most likely lose a life right here. So when you have full power, you gain shield as well, which is very practical. Alright, so this is the backwards. So I will lose a life here, so that's fine, I guess. I can keep up with another life, I think. There's a free section of this. Alright. Okay, so this will be raining a little. Don't worry about it. We have a bit of rain. Alright, almost too far, but that's cool. You don't want to be straight ahead to deal the most damage. You can be slightly off and do the most. May go on for another cycle. Yeah. Oops, that was not something I wanted. So when you use auto bomb, it uses all the bombs, not just one. So this is a pretty unfortunate situation. I'm not very well placed for this. Okay, we got it, so that's fine. You can build a half slope for this and destroy batteries, that's not an issue. Okay. I have to hit for this. Okay. Can you get it? Yep. Alright. Pretty forward. Pretty good so far. I think I will bomb this, because there's some targeting stuff, so I don't want to deal with those. It's pretty fast as well. It's not very easy to do. Alright, so now we have a recognition of the one of the spells in UFO. Very small gap. Should be able to get this. Yep, okay. Next on spell, very fast as well. I will down that as well. Doing some shotgunning as well to be able to do more damage. Alright, final spell. Okay. Lot of targeting, it does not stop. As long as I stay on the ground, it should be fine. Okay. Very good. 4-2, that's good numbers for now. Alright, now hexagonal plus some targeting stuff. Kind of difficult to avoid, it's manageable. I will be bombing here because those fairies actually do a lot. Like in the harder difficulties, you don't want to shoot anything pretty much. Got other bomb, unfortunate. The diagonals are rough. So I guess I will have to survive this without taking a hit. Which is not the ideal case. Yeah, it could have been good right here, but it's fine. Alright, and now since you're on level 3, you know, we're just here to get some knowledge and use a frag goddess to just destroy all the books and give some heartwarming feelings towards the librarian in here. I will bomb because I kind of messed up the movements. And now, some targeting. Just get those. Got the shielding times, that's cool. We got one bomb, so when I have one bomb, since I have the auto bomb, I will not try to do much. I just want to destroy the book. The book is mandatory for what I will be doing for this run. Okay. Not a good dash. To be fair. But fine. Alright. So now the librarian has some very joyful emotions and very prideful of what we did. So we will go on with what's going on. So most of the spells will be reminiscent from the main game, instead of the extra. This book the book mid-boss changes the boss of this section, and I think the next section is this. First section is the next page. Let me see. So far we have pretty good. I wish I could have had one more life, but I gotta screw up some of the usage. And now, let's see what chat has to say, you know. It's kind of interesting. Don't see too much going on, but yeah. Oh yeah, the BGL is brilliant. It's made by DHI Online, which has always been there with John Software for his games, so always some good stuff going on. I've always appreciated their songs, that's like kind of why I also played all of the games. John made like 15 games from 2009 to 2014, and one of them, which is Moriano Tabi, I Wanna Be the God, is listed on that book, for those who are curious about it, which is a very old school hardcore platformer if you go for the limited difficulty, but also has a life counter, so you would have to restart stages from time to time, and even though you would have checkpoints anyway. But now I think this is the final section of the extra stage spell, so I kinda like scrub around things, so I will most likely die. If I'm not careful. Yep. So that's a bit of a bother. I should be able to recover next. And I need to be careful with the beginning. Also collecting the point items to be able to collect some life, so let's see. Now we have soaps. We have working soaps. Have you seen those soaps earlier? They work very well. Very well. Okay. I think I will be waiting slightly. Alright. This section is pretty long, so unfortunately I think I will have to dump quite a few bombs in here. Yep. Alright. So now and we try to stay to the middle and left. It's a fairly decent routing, even though we have like very big bubbles. But we can destroy things very easily without issue. And now we try to go for a very precise setup, which allows to destroy all the fairies, and normally you don't have anything to care about in dodging or jumping. Because yes, you have shift to jump, you don't have any focus. That's the gimmick of the game. Bit too far. Free, okay. Mid-boss will be a bit complicated now. I should be able to do the first one fine, yeah, no. 1, 2, 3. Try to hack a little. I did get the shield back, so it's kind of a waste. This is pattern, there's like a slight rotation to this. Fortunately, I don't know too well how to do this, so yeah, that's another problem. And now donuts. You like donuts? We have a lot of donuts in here. You'll see some more donuts later, don't worry if you miss those. Nice. Okay. Now that we have a very high shield, it's pretty easy to just shield out all the way and not using too much bomb. Also, I have only one bomb, so I don't really need to manually use a bomb myself. Right. I almost did this too late. I take the hit just to clear that section out, and now circles. Alright. That's fine. Back to the jump. So you have to jump. We are using the subs just to make sure that we can abuse about height in enemies. And I guess I'll just focus on surviving this. Okay, should be good. Nice. Alright, now jumpy, we don't jump, we just let everything go. You know, just trying to collect as much power items as we can to get some big shield later. But yeah, somehow I quickly gained some consistency in this. Even though I did some mistakes, I ended up with 2 lives in the end. So, as long as I don't do any big mistakes, like I forget to use a bomb or something, we should be okay to go. Taking a hit is fine. You know, we have a shield that reloads quickly now. 1000 per frame to 1 million, it's very quick. This non-spared is pretty rough. We have those. Got quicker than I thought. Alright, I guess we just think that it's... Gotta use one, so... I have to be a bit careful. No, find the spot. I did this way too early. Should be good. Okay. Yeah, that's a rough spot, but okay. Everything goes over, so it's fine. Alright, mattresses. Not very well maintained, but you know. Okay. We have a shield back, so that's not an issue. Good. Yeah, I kind of need to be careful a little about my resources. We do have like two more lives to gain at least, I believe, so it should be good. There's also more bombs. Granted, I would have wanted a little more from this. Yikes. Alright, please don't screw this one up. You can have some rough spots sometimes because of how the movement works. They usually have like free positioning overall, so it's not too issuing. Okay, final spell. This one is pretty lengthy. We've got some bad stuff going on. No good lanes to deal very good damage and have to jump off on, so this accelerates through times. I think this is not very nice. So we can jump to the music. We have a boss. Pretty nice. Alright. We're good. 3-1. Yeah, it's a bit low, but we should be fine. Going for the left side first. Everyone's still. Okay, so now we have Spiral Corridor, and we'll be using it on because, yeah, can't really deal with those homing very well. We also have those really dying. If you ever those like homing, which would be okay. We'll be using them on just for safety. I don't want to lose too much now because we're in the rough spots, which is unfortunate. This section is also very long, so those fairies also continuously shoot. So at 2-1, it's a bit low, but it can still be managed so far. Also, I'm talking a lot, so it kind of so does not help too much. Don't want to get this one on my head. Yeah, it's... What's the next one again? We have some time to recover, but yeah, I don't want to be around too long. Let's see. Oh, just in time for a shield? Okay. We should be an easy clear, technically. As long as we can deal with damage. This shot does a lot of damage, but we don't have the range. Like, the range is very limited compared to the other shots that is present. Alright. Alright, going through the lanes, that's pretty good. We got the shield back, so... Nice. We got a lot of shielding, so... Almost got passed through, so... Unfortunate. Nice. 2, 3... More bubbles. The bubble are definitely... Okay, it's not bad. The bubbles are definitely very dangerous. Right, that here's one. It's also the last section, and it's pretty rough to do. 2-1, 2-0, 2-2. I'm just recovering the attempts. Yeah, that's rough. So those are targeted initially. But we should be reaching at least the final stage, so that's all that counts. If I can reach the final stage, it's really very good. Now this spell is rough, you have to go through those. There's not like donuts, but circular one. I'd like to at least skip that one. Oh, quads. Yeah, we're definitely in the dangerous situation. We can gain one more, extend in this, but the spells are very, very difficult to go through. I should be able, okay, with this. One more before the final, so those are targeting in the end. I believe the greens are always the same, so at least this is a fixed point. And the targeted don't stick around for too long. Jeez. It's the wrong way! Okay, good. Final spell. I can cap this. If I get some bad move from the first one, it's extremely rough time. Okay, doing a jump for this. It's I don't know. I mean, I'm still doing damage. Alright, that's a good cap. Okay, one more life. 1, 2. It should be okay. Who likes walls? I like those. Nice wall, huh? I might use a bomb here just in case. Yeah, I'm already doing some bad stuff. So, if they are too far in, they will shoot a quint wave of those green. But I also want to stay as much as I can on those slopes to be able to deal the most damage. Okay. This is the final stage. And also have a very rough mid-boss. So technically I should be losing a lot because there's one spell that's kind of impossible because it's the 10-4 spells remix. Yep. Right. Okay. We've recovered the shield, so that's fine. I usually take 2 hits, that's why I'm saying that I would have at least lost life. Okay. Now more 10 spells. They do like mixes of the lost spoilers in this. I don't think they have anything related to shoot the bullet in terms of spelling, like for Patchy for example. Alright, so this, you can technically just go through everything and just be alive. But it requires some precise settings, so it's kind of rough. Okay, I think I'll be staying a bit focused on this. Alright, now 10-1. So I think that he says it's also very difficult to dodge. 1-1, okay. Alright, now we have the Spiral of Doom. Welcome to Spiral. This spell is rough because the bouncing can go everywhere, literally. And the keystones can also spawn in your way too. You have to dodge. You have to be careful with the shadows, mostly. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so this one is a bit more difficult to go through because you don't have like the exact pattern of Sign Wave. Should be okay, nice. Okay. Temperature, which is also a big money spells in double spoiler for those who likes numbers. Alright, final spell. Just casual big laser. We have 4 phases on this spell. The 2 first phases are easy. Now everything will be going in our way. We can take the safety. Okay. Nice. Now we get the fast. Alright, 1-1. Can we do it? Can we go all the way? Please don't throw this, man. You thought it was over, but no. So, if I plan to game over, I won't be able to get access to this fight again. Alright, so... you can kind of route this to be able to just clear. But those rings are very big too. Alright, second. I almost cleared up already. Oops, I didn't screw up very much. Right. Right, so this is, I believe, 11-4. And, it's rough. 03. Should be okay. Just in case we've done this. Alright. It should be an easy spell to do, There's a lot of shadows also. It's not cool. Okay, that's a cat. Final spell. So all the ways will go slightly to the right. That's like a kind of slow motion that goes this way. That's should I go? I guess I should go for the normal, at least for the final. You know, we get the shield back easily. I was a bit nervous about this, about doing this, you know, just like it was a last minute change and, you know, it went very well in the end. Alright, very good. I think it's also high score. We just take a sip of victory. Hello, Mr. Jamers. Jamers actually has a video of his clear on 4 dimensions, the hardest difficulty, a good watch. Definitely an easier time to get through with the rings because it does a lot of more damage. We had to take a sip. I kind of need to drink right now. Oh yeah, also I'm playing on HD. You can play on 16:9. That's the main difference. And you have set... and that's all. And better graphics. There's also an issue with this. But you will see soon. Is that the game will crash at the end of this. At the end of this, only with rings, not with water. So that's cool. Yeah, the True Last Boss. See, I think it's references to his past when he liked to do maps in BMS, I think. So yeah, don't worry, this score still remains, you know, FM2022 is still there with us. Alright, so now, next part. We have extra stage, so extra stage, I will not go for standard survival, I will go for a scoring, so further scoring rocks. You graze, you gain points, you shoot, you gain points, and it's a very simple system. So first, be doing some grazing, deal with all the enemies, and just get everything right, so... The grazing strategies are pretty cool, especially given the boss we have to fight. So there are 7,000 point items to collect in this. The top tiers don't have much HP compared to their counterpart below. I don't mind losing a life in this section, actually. We usually get like something about 1200, 1400 at the end of this section, if everything is done fairly well. It is Tetris. Alright, so we found one of our boss from before again. So I will be doing a bit of grading for this, just to gain some extra length. If it goes bad, of course, I will just bail out a little. The most difficult part is usually the beginning, because if you... Since you don't have a lot of shield, it recovers very slowly. There's also an issue with this, is that if I lose if I don't kill in time, by timeout, I lose the point items as well, so it is not a very good thing to have. So each non-spell here will give 30 items. Okay, very good stuff. Alright, I'm kind of messing around, that's not great. I should stop talking when I'm trying to do the great strats. So, usually I would achieve like 3000 something at the end, so we will be lower because I kinda lost a little. Last movement, lefty. Okay. But don't worry, we gain a life and a bomb at the end, so that's not too worrying. Who likes walls again? It's also a very powerful grazing section. Obviously we'll be using a bomb just to recover the items. Alright. Oh yeah, big walls. No problem. Why did you listen to Pajama for a little? We do love walls. Don't worry about it. Alright, now we have the alter ego. Just got the shield in time, I guess. I don't think I'll be cutting this, it's a bit more difficult to do. Yeah, don't worry, I'm using bombs, but yeah, it's kind of fine. Okay. This is one of the major grazing points as well. You want to stay as close as possible, and you want to worry about how the lane spawns. It's kind of a pattern that rotates around a little, so one more rotation. Items only give 1 point, so it's not too much of a bother. And 9k graze is really good for what we have now, especially given the catastrophic kind of beginning I had and not grazing like a few spares. You could be able to finish at 10k plus at this point. You want to be careful not to kill off too quickly because it does give a lot. 19. When I have frames, I cannot graze for a while. But you can recover the graze slightly before those end, which is why that other section... Okay, we'll just kill off quickly, so I can get the extent. I guess I passed through the spiral. Alright, slopes! Not worry, we can see very fine. Using a bomb because the final ferry late will just move back. So I'm trying to recover as much as I can. Alright. And one last bound to use them all, and now the boss. 5, 5, 10, it's like 100 below, so we won't be getting a high score. As usual, the Bell of Avicii remix, which is used in like 4 different games of his. Alright. Good. You could go for the graze here, but it's not worth for this spell. It's more worth for one later spell, where I can gain at least 5k. I also don't want to kill off quickly, I did a slight mistake, but it's kind of a harder spell to, non-spell to be able to graze through. There will be some more occasion. Oops. She will live also, that's not too good. Alright, pattern. Go right, jump back, then jump, and that's it. Alright. If you go too far, you take the hit on the wall in the front. Good. That's another more difficult spell that I had to cap at one point. Glad to have it capped now. Okay, should be good enough, I think. $19. Can go for a bit more. The movements. Don't move. Now slide kick. And one more. Just straight movement, you know. Jumping inside the holes. Each, so Koishi has 1400 items. Oops, I jumped to it. So ideally you could get like, I think, you could get like 7,000 or something like this, if you did very well. So you just get a third of everything. I jumped late. And like the OG spell, it does accelerate as well. I jumped inside the one that was on top. We just finish. Yeah, that's pretty low, so as long as I can get 10 million, it should be very satisfying to get. That one non-spell is not too great for Grace, so I just go for it. Alright, DNA. We got this 9, that's not good. There's back bouncing as well, so yes, it is very difficult to get this, but I did it. You know, it's not a 0 on the corner. See, the double bounce. Alright, this one is pretty rough. It's there's a lot going on in this one. I did it early, that's sad. Alright, did the wrong movements, I'm paying the price. Usually it's like this, you jump once forward, then left, once forward, then again. Right, we have a few more to go. 2 nuns and 5 free spells. Most of the spells are referred from SA, Subtle Analysis, and double spoilers for them as well. Alright. Hey, first cap on this. Oh, we did a good thing for once. Look at this. It's not an easy one to do. Alright, so we have a little secret on this. I actually did not want it to die, but I guess we'll have to deal with this. So there's a secret for the next spell, which requires you to have 2 lives or less. Alright. So if you have more than 3 lives or more, which unfortunately I just saw before, this player is extremely fast and kind of impossible to read through. But fortunately, when you're like this, it's easy. So we just kept the final attack of Dodonpachi Sadayojo Hibachi, aka the big washing machine. And now we have 9-6, so 9-6, like in the main game, has 4 phases as well. And yeah, we did cap a very big spell. So you can time this out at about 70 seconds. No, 60 seconds I believe, so it goes on for a while. It's like one of the more part as well. We got 10 million, so that's a very good run, I must say, for a showcase. So with all the items, because there's 500 items in the end, we get about 1 million more, so this is 11.5. So given with the low grades we have, it's very good. The PB I have at 12 million as 24,000 plays. And when we collect the last item, it's the end time. Alright. Very good run, 11.8. Extremely good. You can get sniped by those lasers, by the way. They can be very low on the ground. So sometimes you cannot even jump, or they just snipe you out of the blue. Unfortunately, we can save replays, so let's save an FM2022 replay as well.
Nice run. Anything you still want to say before we move on?
Well, if I know we are late, so the Ultra final boss is very different for the Lunatic, so if we were on time I would have showed it, but I guess we have to switch through quickly.
Yeah, we're a bit tight on time, unfortunately.
Yeah, so in for the Ultra stage, we mostly have the spells on double spoilers, but in the Lunatic and below, we only have the ones from the original, extra stage from Mountain Up. I'm very glad that I got from the Ultra stage, even though with no life, so that was a very good run.
Yeah, let's see. Alright, moving on. Next up, we've got Escape from Jail, the Definitive Edition. It's a race with Gleb and Lamus. And yeah, we'll see you there.